fuck is you mentioning me in the dead as you jack, you dead let him be. Like what? Bitch, I'm MB. Ain't no axe, I'm smoking no key.
Breaking new developments this morning on 12. A break in the investigation into a deadly shooting in Soundview earlier this month. Police just released new images of a possible shooter. News 12's Brittany Klled joins us now. She's back at the scene.
August 6th, 2025. A video drops on the internet. In it, Ralph Herrera, 33 years old, Bronx rapper, walks up and throws one punch into the face of a 17-year-old female rapper named Babyy. She falls, knocked unconscious, on camera. 24 hours later, Ralph is dead. One bullet, left side of his head, outside the smoke shop where he worked while his friends watched. And the man standing right next to him, he saw the shooter coming and walked away. Was Ralph set up by someone he trusted? Or was this karma, a grown man who knocked a teenage girl unconscious on camera, getting exactly what the streets deliver? Nobody has been arrested. Nobody has talked. 4 kids are growing up without their father. And somewhere in the Bronx right now, someone knows exactly what happened that night. This is his story and how it gets to this. You're watching Hidden Crime Network. Before the video, before the bullet, before any of this, Ralph Herrera was just a man from Soundview trying to build something. His friends described someone who bought ice cream for kids on the block, someone who helped neighbors when they were struggling, a regular presence on Westchester Avenue, working the counter at Exotic World Smoke Shop, getting his hair braided out front, just chillin'. The kind of guy you don't think twice about until he's gone. He went by Chicken Dondada in the local Bronx drill scene.
We some boys dorms, ain't no capping over here, I came from Sean John. No food in the cabinets, I was starving. No sibling, plenty nights, I was lonely.
Music wasn't a side hobby for Ralph. It was the thing he genuinely cared about. In 2021, he dropped Stolies alongside a Bronx artist named Joe GN's, a drill record about survival, street life, and the grind of day-to-day living in Soundview. Raw and honest, the kind of storytelling he respected most. He was an Eminem fan, appreciated artists who told the truth without dressing it up. And he wasn't just rapping for the block. He had traveled all the way to California to connect with Nipsey Hussle before Hussle was shot and killed in 2019. That trip alone tells you something about Ralph. He was trying to build something real, something that traveled further than Soundview. He was also a father, 4 kids. By every account from the people who knew him, they came above everything else. Ralph also carried a record, 27 prior arrests, including one for illegal firearm possession. The night he was killed, he was unarmed, white tank top, jean shorts, standing outside the place he worked. 2 versions of the same man, both of them real, and both of them about to collide with one deadly decision.
Now, before you make up your mind about what happened, you need to understand who Babyy actually is, because she is not just a victim in this story. She is 17 years old, from Edenwald Projects in the Bronx, the 2nd largest housing complex in New York City after Queensbridge, a place where survival isn't a metaphor, it's a daily calculation. She didn't start rapping because she had a plan. She started because her friends dared her, a group of girls in a group chat responding to a diss track, deciding to clap back as a joke.
I really was playing around at first. Like, my first ever song I made, we was dead playing around with we was cool with the 1300 niggas at a point in time, and they had made some song, they dissed one of the girls that was in our group chat. We like, we better make a song, diss these niggas at our shit that ran up on Facebook. We was Facebook famous for like a month straight off that song.
That first song made her Facebook famous for a month, and something clicked. Then came BBL, a freestyle she recorded out of boredom, almost didn't post. Woke up the next morning to 80,000 views. A filmmaker named KO Visions believed in the record enough to shoot her first music video completely for free. The song eventually pulled over 160,000 views. That is not an accident. That is a career beginning to take shape.
Fuck a BB, I want a big ass gun with a beam. Like what? Make sure it's green, I'ma turn that shit on, just a flick on the G's. I'ma whip that bitch down, I'm shooting from deep on the J with the
80K. First, like, first day not the first day, like the second day I dropped it, I had like 70, 80K.
Nah, you're right. I was just gonna ask, like, did you expect the song to shoot the way it did? Or you feel like you were just gonna do some regular
Yeah, I thought it was just a regular chill. I just did a chill because I was bored.
She's affiliated with the Mac Baller family, a blood subset in the Bronx, and she has never pretended otherwise. Her lyrics name rivals, call out specific blocks, and reflect a life she has actually lived, not performed, lived. But here's the detail that matters most for this story, and that most people skip over. Before any of this happened with Ralph, rumors were already circulating that Baby Threat had been expelled from her own set, allegedly over $16,000 stolen from a fellow affiliate, which means the pool of people who might have had a reason to move on someone connected to her was wider and more complicated than anyone initially reported. She had enemies inside her own circle, and that changes everything about the question of who made the call. August 6th, 2025. Somewhere in the Bronx, a confrontation happens. Nobody has confirmed on record what started it. No verified account of what was said, what was owed, or what pushed Ralph Herrera to the point of what came next. That part of the story may never surface. What we know is what the camera caught. Ralph walked up. One punch. Direct. Deliberate. Baby Threat went down, unconscious before she hit the ground. On camera. In front of everybody. And then the internet took over. The video spread the way things only spread when people are genuinely shocked. It wasn't just shared, it was dissected, screenshotted, reposted with commentary, played frame by frame. By the end of August 6th, Chicken Dondada's name was everywhere in the New York rap world, and not in any way he would have wanted. The reaction split almost perfectly in two, and it hasn't healed since. One side had no sympathy, a grown man, a teenage girl, on camera. Whatever came next, they said, he invited it. Comment sections across YouTube, Reddit, and Facebook filled with people who called it street justice. Some were blunter than that. The other side pointed to the 4 kids, the candles that would later burn outside Exotic World, the neighbors who knew a completely different Ralph Herrera, the one buying ice cream for children on the block, not the one on that video. Both versions were real. That was the uncomfortable part. Now, here's what's important to understand about Baby Threat in this specific moment.
What's the reaction to when you hear songs of people saying that they're gonna like do violent things to you?
I don't know. I laugh because it be niggas saying it, and then the niggas that be doing it, yeah, that be in my inbox, putting mad hard eyes into my shit.
This was not a girl who had never faced confrontation. She had been in multiple physical situations before this. She normalized threats as part of the territory. The people around her moved accordingly. Which means the moment that video finished spreading, someone had already started moving, and Ralph Herrera had less than 24 hours left. August 7th, 2025, approximately 10:30 at night. 1629 Westchester Avenue, Sound View, the Bronx. Right under the elevated number 6 train line near Morrison Avenue, a busy, well-lit public stretch of the Bronx. Not a dark alleyway, not a back street. This was Westchester Avenue, a road Ralph Herrera knew completely, the place he worked, the block he moved through every single day. He was standing outside Exotic World in a white tank top and jean shorts, unarmed, just outside the shop with a companion beside him. Then someone came walking down Westchester Avenue, black t-shirt with multicolored lettering, black pants, black and red sneakers, a cinched black hoodie partially covering his face. He didn't run, he didn't rush. He walked up calmly, like a man who had already made his decision long before he arrived at that corner. One shot, left side of Ralph's head, point-blank range. One bullet casing recovered at the scene. This was not a spray of gunfire, not a stray, not a mistake. Precise, deliberate, and planned. But here is the moment that stopped people cold when they watched the footage frame by frame. The companion standing right next to Ralph in the seconds before the gunman arrived glanced in the direction of the shooter as he approached, touched his own face, and then walked away from Ralph. He didn't warn him, didn't step in front of him, didn't say a word. He simply moved out of the way. Online, the reaction was instant. People who watched it called it a textbook backdoor setup, the most brutal form of betrayal the streets produce, because it requires something most people can't imagine. It requires the trust of the person being killed.
Yeah, Noel, good morning. These are the photos that police have released. As you can see, they're very clear, and you can see the suspect's face. Police believe he is responsible for shooting 33-year-old Ralph Herrera to death here on Westchester Avenue earlier this month. Now, take a look at the surveillance video that we were able to obtain here. You can see those chilling moments when those shots were fired. First, keep your eyes on the top right corner of your screen. The video shows Herrera wearing what appears to be a white tank top and jean shorts, standing in front of a shop here near the Morris Avenue Soundview train station. Then from the bottom of your screen, you see the highlighted person in a hoodie run up on the victim, pull out a gun, and shoot him. And we did freeze the video right before those shots were fired, and bystanders ran to go help, but Herrera died at the hospital.
Bystanders rushed over. Ralph was transported to Jacoby Hospital. He was pronounced dead. The NYPD classified it immediately. Targeted execution-style killing. Not random, not a stray bullet. Someone identified Ralph Herrera, located him, and sent someone specifically to end his life in a very specific way. And the man who may have handed him to the shooter. He walked away down Westchester Avenue and disappeared into the night. The camera caught everything, the shooter's face, the companion's movement, every second of it. So why, months later, has nobody been arrested?
The NYPD moved relatively quickly. On August 20th, less than 2 weeks after the shooting, they released clear photographs of one suspect, a young man captured on camera without the hood, face visible, sharp enough that police publicly stated identification was possible with community help. Then the search expanded. 2 men now wanted for questioning in connection to the murder. 2 faces, 2 names the department was circling. And then, silence. As of early 2026, there have been no arrests. The NYPD has not publicly confirmed a motive. Nobody outside a very small group of people actually knows what happened, and so far, none of those people have talked. Which brings the investigation back to 3 open questions that nobody has answered. Was it someone connected to Babyy Threat's circle, people who moved the moment that punch video finished spreading? Was it someone from Ralph's own past, 27 arrests worth of history, 27 arrests worth of enemies? Or was it the companion, the man who stood right next to Ralph, saw the shooter coming and chose to walk away instead of warn him? The NYPD never officially named the companion as a suspect, never charged him with anything. But the footage doesn't need a caption. People who watched it frame by frame drew their own conclusions. And in the Bronx drill world, where silence isn't just cultural, it's survival, the gap between what people know and what people say can stretch for years, sometimes forever. Ralph's family is still waiting. His 4 kids are still waiting. And the candles outside Exotic World, they burned for weeks.
Weeks after the shooting, neighbors were still coming out to leave tributes on Westchester Avenue. People who knew Ralph as a regular presence on that block. Not the man on the viral video, the other one. The one who was just chilling in front of the shop, getting his hair braided, helping people when they needed it. That version of Ralph existed too, and 4 kids are growing up without him. But this story didn't happen in a vacuum. New York's drill scene has a documented history of beefs that start online and end in real violence. 2025 was a particularly brutal year for it. East Harlem alone saw 21 shootings in 6 months tied to gang and drill-related disputes. Through September of that year, 92 teenagers were shot across New York City, up 21% from the previous year. In the Bronx, 10 people were indicted over retaliatory drill killings around Labor Day, 4 of them dead. Ralph's case fits inside all of that. But what makes it specifically unforgettable is the speed. Most drill violence escalates over weeks, diss tracks, social media back and forth, slow burning tension. This went from a punch on camera to a funeral in less than 24 hours. The closest parallel in recent New York drill history is the 2022 death of 14-year-old Ethan Reyes, known as Naughty Osama. Chased into a subway station, fatally stabbed, then a song mocking his death, Naughty Bob, went viral on TikTok with over 80 million views. A child's death turned into a dance trend. The exploitation that follows these cases is almost as disturbing as the cases themselves. Baby Threat, for her part, has never commented publicly. Her social media kept moving forward, her music kept going. And based on everything she said in interviews about how she handles threats, that silence is probably deliberate.
Just going
Look
up.
at me.
I'm happy. Just going up. Make sure I'm happy. Money in my pocket. Mad shit.
She said it herself, just going up, make sure I'm happy, money in my pocket. Ralph wanted the same thing. The question this city still can't answer is whether what happened to him was justice, betrayal, or just the street collecting what it's always owed. Ralph Herrera was 33 years old, working a smoke shop on Westchester Avenue, raising 4 kids, chasing a music career that he genuinely believed in enough to fly to California for just to be in the same room as someone who had made it out. He wasn't just the man on that video, but he was also that man. And on August 6, 2025, one decision, one punch, one camera collapsed the distance between every version of him into a single moment that the internet never forgot and the streets never forgave. The drill scene gave Ralph a platform. It gave Baby Threat a platform. It gave both of them a community, a voice, and a reason to keep going. It also put both of them in the exact position that made this story possible. That's the part nobody wants to sit with. Because the question was never really about karma or betrayal. It was always about a system that hands young people from Soundview and Edenwald a microphone with one hand and a target with the other. If this story moved you, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Ralph had it coming, or does nobody deserve to die like that? Let's talk about it. Like this video, subscribe to Hidden Crime Network, and hit the notification bell, because every week we bring you the real stories behind the names the world thinks it already knows. Until next time, remember that the streets will always have a verdict. Make sure you're not the victim, nor the one on trial. Stay safe, stay wise, and thank you for joining us today. See you in the next story from Hidden Crime Network. Bye for now.